שערי צדק אבובם הודיה ביקולי שערי צדק
As the nights draw in, we hope to bring just a little bit of light to our Kabbalat Shabbat, our celebration of the Sabbath. And so let us rise, and if we have candles, get your matches out, and we read together. Draw near, eternal God, as working day turns to Sabbath rest. You have been with us all the week, and yet we have often forgotten you. Now, kindling these lights, we say your name, remembering the love you have shown us, and in gratitude and thanks, we turn to you to bathe our hungry souls in your kindness. And having lit your candles at home, we now say together, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. And please be seated.
אור חדש על ציון תאיר, ונזכה כולנו מהרה לאורו. May a new light shine upon Zion, and may we be worthy to see its splendor. These words are traditionally found in the Yotzer Or prayer, one of the blessings before the Shema in the morning. But in our Siddur, they are not found there. If you look in the notes for Siddur Lev Chadash, you will see that already Saadia Gaon, many hundreds of years ago, objected to these words being included in the Yotzer Or, and apparently we follow the tradition of Saadia Gaon. But I want to talk about these words not today in the context of the Yotzer Or prayer, but in the context of thinking about our connection to Israel. I've just had the pleasure of helping to organize a wonderful one-week virtual conference, and thanks to the wonderful tech team of NPLS, this conference wasn't just brought to a few people from the Arzeno group, the organization, the political organization representing Reform, Progressive and Liberal Religious Zionists, which I have the privilege of chairing. But thanks to the NPLS team, it was really shown to the world, our program. And if you missed it, you can still watch things on catch-up. But these words, O Chadash al Zion Ta'ir, a new light shall shine upon Zion, rang so true, and for me really resonated as I watched all of these programs. For there is truly a new light in Zion. The growing and dynamic Reform congregations in Israel give us so much reason to be cheerful, to be hopeful for the state of Israel. And so as we go into this Shabbat after, for me, a long week connecting to Israel, I invite you to just reflect on the connection that you might feel with the land of Israel, with the state of Israel, or maybe in a more metaphorical sense with the connection to Israel as a people, as us, the people, the children of Israel. May a new light shine upon Zion, and may we be worthy to see its splendor. On this day, may we see the world in a new light. On this day, let us be freed from desire for gain, from ambition for material things. On this day, let us look beyond time and space towards eternity and know the blessing of peace. Amen.
Mighty Lord, asher shata efrochecha et mitzpachotecha Adonai Tzevaot ma kibelochai.
Happy are those who find their strength in you.
whose hearts are full of your praise.
Passing through the driest valley, they find it a place of springs.
Blessed with pools by the early rain.
They go from strength to strength.
They appear before God in Zion.
God of the hosts of heaven, hear my prayer.
Give ear, O God of Jacob.
One day in your courts is better than 1,000 elsewhere.
I would rather stand at the threshold of your house than dwell in the tents of wickedness.
Eternal God, you are a sun and a shield.
Your gifts are grace and glory.
You withhold no good thing from those who walk uprightly.
Eternal ruler of the hosts of heaven, happy are those who trust in you.
De roigra leveinim bad, ve'hin sochem kamo vavad, nahim shimchem v'lo yoshbad, shavu v'nocho b'yom Shabbat, de rosh navi ve'olami ve'hod yeshah Shemi Natasorek Batokami She'e Shabbat B'nei Ami De'e Chochma L'nafshecha V'hi hateh L'roshecha Netzor mitzvat Kadoshecha Shemo Shabbat ad Kodechecha.
Would you please rise? Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch
Adonai hamvorach leolam vaed.
Praise be the one to whom our praise is due.
We praise the Eternal One, to whom our praise is due forever.
Please be seated, and let us read together. We
We
praise you, Eternal One, our God, sovereign of the universe,
whose word brings on the evening, whose wisdom opens heaven's gates, whose understanding changes times and seasons, and whose will sets the stars in their courses in the sky.
You make day and night, rolling light away from darkness, and darkness from light. You make day pass and bring on the night, and separate day from night. You rule the hosts of heaven. We praise you, O God, whose word makes evening full.
Ahavat olam beit Yisrael, Amcha rahavata, Amcha rahavata. Torah u'mitzvot, ukimu mishpatim, otanu lemadata, otanu lemadata. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shopenu, kumenu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם היינו באורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומן ולילה, נגה יומן ולילה.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Shem Kavod, Shem Kavod, Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני
Adonai Elohechem.
Please be seated.
All this we hold to be true and sure. You alone, Eternal One, are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You have freed us from oppressors and delivered us from tyrants. You led us out of Egypt forever to serve you in freedom. When we witnessed your power, we praised your name and gave thanks. Willingly we accepted your rule. Then full of joy we sang together.
Mi kamocha balim Adonai, mi kamocha neda b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed.
ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
השכיבנו
Adonai Eloheinu לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלום לך, ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך.
ata Adonai, hapurei sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol yoshvei tevel. Would you please rise? Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Koneh Hakol, v'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. את גיבורה לעולם שדי, מחיה מתים את רבה להושיע. משיבה הרוח ומורידה הגשם, מזריחה השמש ומורידה הטל.
מקהלת חיים בחסד, מחיה מתים ברחמים רבים. סומכת נופלים ורופאת אוהלים ומתירה אסורים ומקיימת אמונתה לשני אהבה. מי כמוך בעלת גבורות ומי דומה לך. גבורה ממיתה ומחיה ומצמיחה ישועה. ונאמנה את להחיות מתים, ברוכה את שדי, מחיה המתים.
קדוש אתה ונורא שמך, ואין לנו אלוה מבלעדיך. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
And if you're from a progressive tradition, please feel free to be seated.
We thank you, O God, for this Sabbath day, which calls us to a closer communion with you. Though you are near to us at all times, you reveal your presence most clearly when we direct our thoughts towards you in worship and meditation. In you, O God, our humanity is exalted. You are our life. From you come its greatness, its power, its beauty. Establish in us, we humbly pray, a devotion to you that shall be firm in all the circumstances of life. May this service renew in our hearts the sense of your presence and bring us peace.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
and together. Our God and God of our ancestors, may our rest on this day be pleasing in your sight. In your gracious love, eternal one, let the holiness of your Sabbath enter our hearts. And may all Israel who hallow your name be exalted by its peace. We praise you, eternal one, for the holiness of the Sabbath. And we continue. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu ba'amacha Yisrael, utefilatan ba'ahavat kabel, utehila ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otecha levadecha, b'yira na'avod. Modim anachnu lach, she'ata hu Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei avotenu, leolam va'ed. Tzur chayenu, magen ishenu, אתה הוא לדור ודור. נודה לך ונספר תהילתך, על חיינו המסורים בידיך, ועל נשמותינו הבוקרות לך, ועל ניסיך שבכל יום עמנו, ועל נפלותיך וטובותיך, שבכל עת ערב ובוקר וצהריים. ברוך אתה אדוני, הטוב שמך, ולך נאה להודות.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha tasim leolam. V'tov b'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, osei hashalom. At this dark time of the month, let us think of all the lights within our life. As we concentrate on what brings us an Or Chaim, a light that brightens our life, let us for a few moments be silent, silent with ourselves, but together with each other. Shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol bnei Adam.
So we now rise as we come to our concluding prayers. Aleinu
לשבח
l'shabach
לאדון
l'adon
הכל,
hakol,
לתת גדולה ליוצר
berashit,
בראשית,
אשר שם חלקנו לייחד את שמו, וגורלנו להמליך מלכותו.
ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש, הקדוש, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד ארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים.
הוא אלוהינו, אין עוד. אמת מלכנו, אפס זולתו. ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת, אין עוד.
ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
As we worship before you, O God, we think of those who once shared with us the joys and burdens of life, and who are no longer in our midst. The sorrow of bereavement is softened by the bond of love, which continues to unite us with our dear ones, and by our cherished memories of them, which we will always carry in our hearts. May all that was good in their lives remain with us as an influence for good. O God, grant consolation to those who are in sorrow, and light to those in darkness. Teach us at all times to put our trust in you and to praise your name. As we recall the names of the yard sites in our community, if you're watching online, please do feel free to share names of people whom you are remembering this Shabbat. We think of Dorothy Kemp, the mother of Jacqueline Kemp, of Felix Custo, the father of Paul Custo, of Gillian Leave, the mother of Alison and Caroline, of Harry Neal Ellis, the brother of Hilton Ellis, of Hugh Summers, the brother of Carol Weston, of Inga Badjan, the mother of Alice and Lisa, Jack Michelson, the father of Irene and Martin and grandfather to Martha, Jeff Moss, the brother of Leslie, uncle of Robin, Pip, and Davina. Of Mary Lee, the mother of Cheryl Lee Saville. Of Paul David Simonis, the father of Hazel Kahn. Of Rachel Shellham, the mother of Joy Jacob. Of Sadie Collins, the mother of Linda Steen. Of Sam Stone, the father of Maureen Matthias. And we regret to share the news of the recent death of Alan Clifford, the husband of Denise. Zichronam livracha. May their memory be a source of blessing as we recite together the words of Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'almad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedecho Beit Yisrael, Bagala ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה וברך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחתה ונחמתה. דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל בני אדם, ואמרו אמן.
May great peace descend from heaven, and abundant life be granted to us, to all Israel, to all peoples, and to all those who mourn. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
Please be seated. And Rabbi Leah, I'm a little bit behind time, so have we got any announcements for today?
I think we can announce that we are celebrating a bar mitzvah tomorrow, which is
Absolutely,
always
thank you very much
wonderful. So do please join for that. The Cheder is also back, 9:30 a.m. for the bar bat mitzvah class. There was a mistake in the weekly update, but hopefully you will have seen the correction email. And 10 a.m. for our Cheder classes, year 1 through 6. So hopefully that's going to be a lot of fun, and it's always wonderful to see the kids back. There's also Tot Shabbat at 9:30 a.m.
Tot Shabbat is like super
I know, our
popular
Tot
amongst
Shabbat
the
is
adults. It's
super.
incredible. And please feel free to join us, actually, and come and dance with us. It is absolutely a real blast at 9:30 a.m.
Yeah,
Too early
think
for
of
Ellie.
breakfast television on CBeebies or something like that.
It's something like that. But what's quite amazing is this evening, apart from me saying that it's too early for Ellie, I was about to go and say that, Ellie, you've got a neighbour with us as well, but actually he's just posted these down in Miami, Florida. But Rabbi Howard Berman, one of Rabbi Andrew's mates, and who I had the pleasure, Ruth and I had the pleasure when I was 7 and Ruth was 5, to be in synagogue at Temple Emmanuel in New York City with.
Wonderful.
And we couldn't quite believe it, that we walked into this phenomenal cathedral. It wasn't full, but still there were like hundreds, like 300 people there. It was incredible. When I went on sabbatical in a gap year to New York, and I called Temple Emmanuel to inquire what time their service started, and they said, it starts at this time and it ends at this time. I said, how do you know what time it's going to end? And they said, well, we're on the radio, so we have to end at that moment in time. So
precise.
we're never quite as astute as that, but we are astute enough to recognise other people joining us as well this evening.
No, it's wonderful. It's the second Shabbat service
Yeah.
that I have the opportunity to share with student Rabbi Andrea Kulikovsky from Brazil, because we had the pleasure of already joining Congregation Ohel Avraham in Haifa earlier today for their beautiful Shabbat service. It was streamed to the NPLS page, so if you missed it, do check it out because it was beautiful. It was outside overlooking the sea as the sun was setting. Truly stunning with beautiful music and lots of the wonderful congregations from around Israel also featuring with their most beautiful music. So if you have a bit of spare time on Shabbat, just check out that service as well.
Yeah,
it's
please.
really a beautiful opportunity.
Please don't compare the Ohel Avraham guitarist to me, though. It was such a treat to be able to experience that again, and soon, hopefully, we'll all be able to go together to experience that. We also welcome from our twin community in Lviv, in Ukraine, members of the community there, and we're delighted to have Barbara from the Czech Republic back with us after illness, and also Hilton Ellis as well.
And we've of course got our Dublin
We've got
our Dublin members joining us as
We've
well.
got people from
Tomorrow
Leicester
we'll
and
be
South
joined by
Coast.
Kingston Liberal Synagogue, so do come and make them feel very welcome as well. And if you do fancy a little bit of studying, our Exploring Judaism class is meeting tomorrow afternoon as well.
2 to 4:30, so come into my home and come and study with me. But we finish bringing in light, we hope, to all of our lives at a dark part of the month, and we'll explain more tomorrow, in singing together, Yom Zel Yisrael, Ora V'Simcha.
Yom Zel Yisrael, Ora V'Simcha, Ora V'Simcha, Shabbat Menucha. Yom Zel Yisrael, Ora V'Simcha, Shabbat Menucha. Shabbat Menucha. Tzivita Pikudim B'ma'at Sinai, Shabbat u'moadim lishmo b'chol shanai, la'aroch lefanai ma'aseh ta'arucha. Shabbat Menucha, Menucha. Shabbat Menucha. Yom Zeh. Yom Zeh Yisrael, Ora V'Simcha, Ora v'simcha, Shabbat menucha, Yom Zel Yisrael. Ora v'simcha, Shabbat, Shabbat menucha, menucha, Shabbat, Shabbat menucha. Chemdat halvavot leuma shavura, lefashot nechavot neshama yetera, minefesh metzera yasir anacha. Shabbat, Shabbat menucha, menucha, Shabbat, Shabbat menucha, Yom Zeh, Yom Zeh Yisrael, Ora v'simcha, Ora v'simcha, Shabbat menucha, Yom Zeh Yisrael, Ora v'simcha, Shabbat, Shabbat menucha, menucha, Shabbat, Shabbat menucha. Kirashta berachta oto mikol yamim, v'sheshet gilita melechet olamim, bo matzu agumim hashketu vitcha. Shabbat, Shabbat menucha, menucha, Shabbat, Shabbat menucha, Yom Zeh, Yom Zeh Yisrael, Ora v'simcha, Ora v'simcha, Shabbat menucha, Yom Zeh Yisrael, Ora v'simcha, Shabbat, Shabbat menucha, menucha, Shabbat, Shabbat menucha.
O Chadash al Tzion ta'ir, v'nizkeh chulanu mehera le'oro. May a new light shine upon Zion, and may we be worthy to see its splendor. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, and see you at Kiddush.
It kuli Shabbat.